Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema, and N'Golo Kante. It wasn't too long ago when you could easily classify these three players amongst Europe's finest and most gifted footballers, with all three of the aforementioned players finishing in the top 6 of the 2021 Ballon d'Or. Fast forward to the current transfer window, and they now all ply their trade in the quickly rising Saudi Pro League, with the Saudi Public Investment Fund, otherwise known as PIF, have taken world football by storm. So today, let's have a look at what is going on in the Saudi Arabian football sphere and what this could potentially mean for the future of player transfers, market values, and contracts. Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund recently acquired a majority stake in the league's 4 largest clubs, rivals Al Ahly and Al Ittihad in Jeddah, and Al Nassr and Al Hilal in Riyadh, with the hopes of creating a competitive Big Four like we see in some of Europe's top leagues. To accommodate Saudi Arabia's booming youthful population, the Crown Prince has targeted sport to become the new backbone of Saudi culture, to sports wash the outside view and appease citizens growing with discontent. In this transfer window, the Saudi Pro League has signed some players in the twilight of their career, offering lucrative contracts to those who just want to collect one final paycheck before their footballing end, signing players such as Bobby Firmino, Kante, Brozovic, Kalidou Koulibaly, Benzema, and now most likely Fabinho and Henderson. These signings alone may have displayed the Saudi League as another money-filled retirement house for these Asian superstars. However, their ability to acquire players at the peak of their power, such as Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, Ruben Neves, Edouard Mendy, and Jota, paints an alternative picture. They're out to catch Europe's top 5 leagues. Indeed, it's drastically different from the failed Chinese Super League experiment of the past decade and the NASL in the 70s. The main reason for this is that Saudi Arabia is football obsessed. Unlike the US and China, who put other sports at the forefront of their minds and put their funds into other areas than that of football. In areas that matter more than football. Both China and the US could have easily dumped as much cash into football as Saudi Arabia are doing if they wanted to, as the Middle Eastern nation isn't as rich as you think, ranking 27th in the world for GDP per capita. But thinking back to forgotten players like Oscar and Hulk, who joined the CSL, their names are hardly remembered today, and their ventures in China have gone largely unnoticed by European fans. In fact, as much of a wonder kid Oscar was, he never played for the national team again after his departure to China. But it seems that the Saudi Pro League are out to sign more than just a few big players, as every world-class star seems to be linked with a move to the Middle East in one way or another. I mean, it's great for some people, right? Todd Boehly. This man's business connections to the Saudis is single-handedly saving Chelsea from further humiliation in the Premier League, with the big 4 Saudi clubs literally the only teams who can afford the stupid wages of the 400 forgotten players on Chelsea's inflated bench. Without the Saudi Pro League, Chelsea and Todd would have been absolutely roasted by FFP restrictions by now. So Chelsea fans should be ecstatic about their business this summer. Other Premier League fans, not so much. But what these Premier League fans shouldn't be getting mad about is this Saudi rise. After all, they're following the exact same trajectory the Premier League went in the 90s, signing all the best players and eclipsing leagues like La Liga who couldn't compete with their financial players. But is this Saudi Money League concept actually all that bad for football? Well, not entirely. If players choose to follow the money to a new, emerging niche of the football world, the sport can have its chances of growing in historically irrelevant places and developing talent and the support of fans from even more areas across the globe. Recently, we saw Saudi Arabia's exciting World Cup run, where although they finished bottom of their group, they managed to give eventual champions Argentina their only defeat of the tournament. And whilst politics can never remain separate from the world of football, it stands to be reminded that this is politics through football clubs, which are ultimately nothing but a business for their owners. So, Saudi Arabia are basically trying to create an economy out of football to combat their inevitably diminishing oil supplies, bringing in the best, nevertheless the most aging footballers to dominate their leagues. But they might be heading down a dark road. With players like Benzema earning more than the entire NFL per year, it seems that the PIF are putting all their eggs into one retirement-filled basket. not leaving any room for youth academies and domestic players to earn their badges on the world stage. It doesn't just seem sustainable. Buying the best players without developing the homegrown talents only creates a rift in the team in ego and skill. Moreover, hiring big name managers accomplishes the exact same as buying big name footballers, as there are currently no Saudi Arabian managers in the SPL. This can make it hard for managers to get across their messages to teams still predominantly made up of Saudi players. I mean, we've all seen that Steven Gerrard video by now, right?
Marhaba, Ana Steven Gerrard. Ana El Etifaki. See you soon.
In hiring foreign managers, the SPL is ultimately moulding their teams to focus on foreign players and not their own. But only time will tell what will happen to the money-splurging investors of the Saudi League, who seem hell-bent on moving into the top 5 leagues in the world. Will they avoid the sorry fates of the Chinese Super League and the NASL? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what I should make future videos on. Thanks.